Hi there, I'm Mike Gales for Everlasting Nutrition, and welcome to our little video series on proper boxing technique. So let's take a look at your proper boxing stance. How to stand. Sounds easy enough, so let's go over the basics. Well, you don't want to be standing like I am, all square. So first you're going to want to angle yourself to your opponent to make yourself a smaller target. But angle yourself which way? Well, the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you right-handed or left-handed? Because you want to lead with your weaker hand and keep your stronger hand to the rear. And now you may be asking yourself, why would you want to lead with your weaker hand? Well, force is equal to mass times acceleration. And you want to have enough distance between your power hand and the target so that you can properly accelerate your punch. The more that you can accelerate that punch, the more force that punch is going to have. The problem is that if you lead with your stronger arm, in close quarters it might get pinned up against your opponent, and you will not have sufficient distance to properly accelerate your punch. That will leave you defending yourself with only punches from your weaker arm. So you can maximize the effect of your stronger arm in close quarters by having sufficient distance between that power arm and your opponent. And you'll want to do that by keeping your powered arm and leg to the rear. Now let's take a look at your hand position. So instead of standing here all square, I'm going to angle my lead shoulder to the center of my opponent. Next, I'm going to raise my hands up to about the level of my eyes. Now it's important to note here that I didn't just bring my hands up, I also brought my head down, and that my hands are not blocking my vision. And just as important, if not more important than my hand position, is that my shoulders are nice and high to protect my chin. I am also not holding my hands out all the way in front of me. I keep them in nice and tight to protect any incoming shots. I also keep my elbows in to protect my body, but not wide open, leaving my ribs exposed. Now here you see me from the side view, nice, comfortable, and compact in my boxing stance. So why do some boxers keep their lead hand low? Well, there are pros and cons to doing this. As for the pros, there is less shoulder fatigue, better body coverage, and an unhindered view. But this also takes greater reflexes. As for the cons, your head is less protected, and you may get hit with a shot that you don't see. This will always be a personal preference, but I recommend in the beginning to keep your hands up. One thing to note is that even though the boxer's hand is down, his shoulder is still up high to protect his chin. His head is not just popping out like that, his shoulder's up high and that chin is tucked in. You'll see from the side view that his face is still quite well protected even though his hand is down. Let's take a look at your foot position. Remember that you want to angle yourself to your opponent to make yourself a smaller target, but it's important that you remain comfortable and on balance. Put your feet diagonally apart, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Put your hands up and angle that shoulder towards the center of your opponent. One mistake that beginners often make when trying to angle themselves to their opponent is that their feet are in a straight line. That will leave you vulnerable to being knocked off balance. So avoid having your feet in a straight line so that you don't easily get knocked over. Remember to keep your feet diagonally apart, a little bit wider than shoulder width. One last little thing. I'm going to keep my rear heel up, and we'll get to why I'm going to do that in just a moment. So here we are from the side view again. Nice and compact in our boxing stance, feet diagonally apart, and my rear heel is up. Great, so now you're comfortable with your boxing stance, but you don't want to just sit there and be a punching bag. You, my friend, are going to need to move. Now that you'll be moving your boxing stance, it's very important that your feet never cross. If your feet cross, you will have zero offense and zero defense, and you're most likely going to get knocked down. So to ensure that your feet don't cross, we're going to move in a very specific manner. If you're going to go forward, then you're going to move your forward foot first. If you're going to move backward, you're going to move your backward foot first. If you move forward, you will move your forward foot first. If you move backwards, you will move your back foot first. The same thing when moving laterally side to side. If you're going to the right, move your right foot first. If you're going to the left, move your left foot first. So let's have a quick recap. Keep your hands up, keep your shoulders up, keep your chin down, and most importantly, keep your eyes up and keep your eyes on what you're doing. Having a good boxing stance will give you a biomechanical advantage to having good punching power. And it will also limit the exposure of soft targets like your chin and ribcage. Remember to keep your feet wider than shoulder width. Keep an equal weight distribution between both of your legs. And keep your feet diagonal to each other. Remember not to keep them in a straight line because you'll get knocked over. Remember to keep your rear heel up. This will make it much easier for you to move back and forth in your boxing stance. And it will also make it much easier for you to transfer your weight to deliver hard punches, which we'll get to in the next couple of videos. Angle your lead shoulder and your lead leg towards your opponent, and protect yourself at all times. This has been Mike Gales for Everlast Nutrition, and if you like these videos, then click below to like or subscribe. And thanks for tuning in.